Round 1, fight. Hello everyone, it's Dylan here, and we have another online ranked fight in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Road to Boruto. It's going to be a battle analysis with this anti-meta team. It's not a very strong team, but Kakashi does put in some work. There we go. This is a very tough team we're fighting against, with Shisui, Naruto, and Mitsuki. Alright. Here we go. We try to juggle Mitsuki right there, as you can see. Try to juggle him by lifting him off the ground. The reason why I did that is because I want to try to stop them from doing switch tech. There we go. Now this is where the fun stuff happens. The infinite Jutsu buffering. See, they slowly start separating more and more as Shisui's movement goes. So they're together, right? And then they start separating more and more away from each other, which makes it more and more effective when you can get them on the opposite ends of the map doing that, if you can do it perfectly. Let's keep going. So we survived that, but just barely. He is winning, as you can see the health lead up here. I lost a sub there. That was a vital point where my defense opened up. It was very tough. Alright, so this is a part of the team that you haven't really seen yet. Well, I don't have very much chakra, which is really bad, and I don't have very many subs. I have one less sub. But my team gauge is up, so you get a chakra shuriken from Tenten that's actually really useful that most people don't know about and don't use. More air battles. I messed up with Tenten there, as you can see. As you can see, I'm on the ground, but I summoned her right before I fell on the ground. So even though I'm on the ground, I was just in the air up here. I wasn't here, I was up here. So really, she should be tracking and attacking him. I don't know why she's not. We're gonna heat it up eventually. Oh my god, this guy's... Okay, he messed up there, hit on guard. So right there, it hit on guard, and he's bouncing off. He did quite a bit of damage, but we're not down that much. Same substitution bars. Oh, that Naruto Super Rasengan Barrage doing so much work for free. It's just so reliable and so good. There it is. Look at that. In the air, Chakra Shuriken stun, and then a Katun setup. So why does that work? We're 1, 2, 3, 3 to 4 bodies away, right? So Kakashi is 3 to 4 bodies away from Shisui. The shuriken hit from the air on an angle where you attack from a high point coming down the way that a falcon would. So you do that with the shuriken, create pressure, and then Katun. Break that guard. I could team ultimate, but is it going to do that much? I want to keep my team gauge. I didn't want to do that, and then I ended up messing up by letting him hit me. A lot of my game and I would say ability comes from my ability to react, so we gotta make the best that we can with these online situations. This is crazy how that hit me on guard on wake up. That's interesting. I feel like that normally wouldn't work, say, offline or on a really good connection, but I think that he knows that in a bad connection and online, oftentimes frames drop. So he's able to create this substitution trap that normally would never work, but because of the online bad conditions, this works for him and it hits sometimes. This is something that's not safe, that you should never actually do, but I'm sure he's gotten it many times just because, like I said, yeah, the fact that we don't have rollback netcode. Perfect. Pop up with Sakura. Now I used it. So in this situation, it didn't pop up, right? She didn't pop Mitsuki up. What she did do, though, is create pressure and allow me to approach. I mashed there and I caught him with my kick. See? Boom. And we just finished with a fireball jutsu. So even though I made tons of mistakes, I was losing, I turned it around and ended up doing pretty good. I wasn't really doing continuation of play. I don't really know this person that much. I can see that he's got a very, very strong team, Jutsu-based team. All three people have three of the best jutsus in the game, and he's using it to combine them in a way using the chakra recovery glitch, as well as just switch tech to switch back and forth between them. I think a lot of the times he was just switching back and forth, right? He wasn't necessarily using the chakra recovery glitch, but in theory, you could. A player that masters that could do that better than what he's doing, but he is doing really good. He is a really good player. I think he has like 5,000 ranked matches. See, here I decided just to stop and defend on the ground. So there I defended on the ground with Naruto, because I know that it's not really good to be in the air a lot of the times unless you're in certain places in the air. And then here I started jumping. I was looking for my opportunity. So first I defended on the ground for the Rasengan Barrage. And then for Shisui, I was trying to get in a way to counter dash in the air while defending. Man, I really do like that Halo dance jutsu. The blades of flame. That was so cool. This little mini combo is really cool. It's a mini burst combo with Kakashi if you use Fireball. Thing is, almost nobody uses Fireball. They use Chidori, even I do. But when you use Fireball, you actually have a really good jutsu as well. It's super fast. Here we go. Right there when he hits the kunai back. See, the kunai, he retracts the kunai back behind his back and behind his head. Then you can just do a Fireball. It's a long enough stun. Now, is it insane damage? No, but it's really good fast burst damage. Now, why is that valuable? Well, he has 4 substitution bars and I have 3.5. So if I were to do a full combo, of course he's going to substitute, and then we're going to continue, and then I might not get a chance to get him again in a combo. But with this really fast burst combo, all of a sudden, boom, I almost hit him with ultimate jutsu worth of damage, or between a jutsu and an ultimate jutsu. That's really good burst combo damage. So as you can see, I can approach here. We pop him up. Kunai 1, Kunai 2, and then boom. So we did a cross kunai, 1, 2, jumping laterally. This is like, you know, a lot of times people don't do any of this stuff because all you need to do is use some of the, I would say, broken switch tech over and over again. The same thing over and over again. And so people don't think, well, why do I have to do these other things? If anything, think of them as mix-ups. I mean, I'll talk a lot more about that later, but... Broke the glass. So this is a really good setup too. OTG on the ground and wake-up pressure. I didn't really do any OTG damage, but what I did was, while he was on the ground, I summoned Sakura and I moved to the left. What does that do? That allows her to not get interrupted. So watch. She's summoned, I move left, she goes in, she doesn't get interrupted that way because she's gonna go up and over an arc while she's giving wake-up pressure. And then I move left, and then I can do a fireball at the right time. It's all about timing, and I perfectly set him up there against that wall. I broke the wall and then damaged the wall, and then broke the wall and threw him through the wall. Perfect. This is why you reset towards the middle of the map always on these kind of maps, is because if I stayed where I was, now I would have been the one that got ringed out. But when you move towards the center of the map, this doesn't happen. You're safe. Perfect. We used that shuriken, chakra shuriken of 10-10. Let's support again. Perfect. Get that chakra back. Now, very underestimated, super underestimated, almost nobody uses it, is that the chakra recovery here from Sakura, it's much faster chakra recovery. You can see I went from having no chakra to almost having full chakra. Just from knocking them down, and then boom, that perfect read. Again, chakra shuriken of 10-10 into the, there we go. Into the cartoon. There we go. Boom, boom. Now what do? We get closer to him, and we apply that pressure up close. There we go. Look at this. It's like an art form, dude. Perfect. We did it again and again. So you can't really spam it. I mean, you can, but it won't work against someone who can adapt over time, and it won't work on someone who knows exactly how it works if you spam it all the time. That's why when you use the Chakra Shuriken of 10 tens, it needs to be purposeful. You need to really think about when and how you're going to use it.